Watching Chef Jeff today, it's hard to imagine the troubled path that led him here.
I grew up in a neighborhood just like this one here. A lot of poverty, abandoned homes, people sleeping in cars, dealers hanging out on the corners.
Arrested for theft at 15 years old, it wasn't long before Jeff says he started selling marijuana and crack cocaine. By the time he was 21, Jeff was one of the biggest drug dealers in town. Jeff's high-rolling lifestyle came to an end when federal agents raided his home and arrested him. He was convicted and sentenced to 19 years in prison for drug trafficking and conspiracy. So Jeff is now the executive chef at Cafe Bellagio in Las Vegas. Why do you think you made it?
I made it because I had a dream in prison, after I started changing my life. And I said, from a young child, I always wanted to be somebody. And in prison, I was being praised for my food. And that was a driving force for me. And I said to myself that I want to be a chef someday.
Well, we recently Skyped in with the now TV celebrity chef, Jeff, almost 10 years later.
I realized what Oprah did for me, so many amazing opportunities. She says, Jeff, you are a true role model.
I think it's really important for a lot of young Black boys out there who are going through the same things you went through, who have nobody, as you said, no role models. Now you have one.
That meant the most to me. It's because when I was a drug dealer, it was the young Black boys who were watching me who wanted to be just like me. That period of my life on the street selling drugs, it's a part of my life that I'm not proud of because so many people were damaged. Prison basically became a catalyst for change. I read my first book in prison. I earned my GED in prison. I learned to cook in prison. The power of food became that vehicle for me to be who I naturally am. The top Black chefs in the country at the time was Marcus Samuelson, Patrick Clark, and Robert Gatsby. Once I got out, I made my way to Gatsby's in Beverly Hills. I'm an ex-convict right out of prison, never used a saute pan in my life, never used knives, didn't know any culinary terminology until this man allowed me in his restaurant, and he taught me, and eventually Marriott Hotels and Ritz-Carlton hired me, which was my first entree into the hotel world. I'm now 52 years old, and what's next for me, I have a new venture I'm doing now called Felon University. It's a pop-up reentry school where I take my message and my boot camp all across the country and the world to help train formerly incarcerated individuals.
Hi, YouTubers. I'm excited to give you an update about our own YouTube channel. Now you can find new videos every day. They're the kind of videos that will make you look at life differently. They may even make you laugh a little bit. Who doesn't need a daily dose of that? So here's just a taste of some of what you'll see. Subscribe to the OWN channel today, and we'll see you on YouTube.